is poppin', everybody? We are back with another video, and in today's video, what I have done is I have taken every single position possible on a football field, and I have taken each position and I've crafted their own specific team to each position, and we've put them all together in one league to find out what is the ultimate position. So I've taken a team of all the best center backs, all the best right backs, left backs, all the best CDMs, all the best center mids, all the best cams, left mids, left wings, right wings. Those go together. And last but not least, strikers. So it's gonna be a good one. I mean, who knows what the best position is? I honestly have no idea. But before we get into the teams, I need you to do two things for me. I first need you to smash that like button, and then secondly, I need you to smash that subscribe button, because we are literally 10 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers, and it would really mean a lot if you considered hitting that subscribe button, because we're like so close. So you might as well hit it. You might be if you're my 1,000 subscriber, I don't know, I might give you a kiss or something. But I think, without further ado, we are ready to get into it. Let me just say, though, I wanted to make a team of just goalies, but every time I did that, my game crashed. So do not blame me, blame FC25, and I did clickbait you if you clicked on this video to see a team full of goalies. I am sorry about that, but let's get into it right now. Center backs, starting off, here is the team. I mean, it's a very, very solid team. By the way, each team has the same rated goalie. Each team has an 80 rated goalie just to make things balanced. So it's basically only on like the center backs. If I didn't have a goalie on every team, the game would crash as well. It's so annoying, but that's just how it is. We have to move like that. But this is the team. I mean, you also have really good players on the bench. I don't know why Virgil van Dijk's not in the field. Put him in there. Why not? I mean, like, I for some reason it won't let me. But I'm guessing the AI will do that to itself when we're in the simulation. So that is team 1. Moving on to team 2 is the team of left backs. Here they are. Teo Hernandez leading the line. You have a bunch of other great players as well. I mean, the bench is also pretty good. So it's another very, very solid team. Moving on to the right backs. Here it is. Probably, honestly, not as good as the left backs team, but right backs are just they can play in any position for the most part. So I wouldn't write them off too early. So that's that team. Next team is the CDMs. I mean, this is a really, really good team. You have Tonali, Benacer, Çalhanoğlu, Rodri, Caicedo, Xhaka, Tchouaméni, Rice, Chan, Limer, and then the goalie, obviously. But let's take a look on the bench. Here is the bench. I mean, there's a lot of other CDMs in the game. You got Conte back in Chelsea. It just sounds right. And that is another very solid team. Moving on to the center mids team. Here they are. And I mean, this team, I think, is the favorite. Center mids are the most versatile. You got Valverde with his power shots up top. Pedri, Gavi, De Bruyne, McAllister, De Jong, Silva, Milinkovic-Savic, Barella, Camavinga. I mean, this team is insane. Let's take a look at the bench. I mean, it's a really, really good team. You have an 87, 89 on the bench. I mean, you can put Odegaard in, honestly, but you might not have as good defending as a player like Milinkovic-Savic. But very, very good team. Moving on to the cams, here they are. I mean, this team is, I mean, you got Cole Palmer on the team, so obviously your team's going to be good, but you probably have some good players on the bench. I mean, yeah, Madison, Brandt, 85 rated, Nkunku, Olmo, who I think finally got registered, so congrats to him. He could stay on his team, but another very, very solid team. Next up, we have, I mixed together right mid and right wing, because depending on how you play, they could be the same thing. So here is the team. You have an insane team. You have Messi, Foden, Dembele, Lamine Yamal. You have Salah there. You have Saka there. You have Rafinha there. I mean, this team. You have Rodrigo on the bench, Sane on the bench, Pulisic, the GOAT, on the bench. That is a very, very good team. So now their opposition, the left wing team. Here it is. You have Vinny leading the line. Kavica, Kvaratskhelia there. I do not know why Paqueta is here. Apparently, he's considered a left mid more than a cam. I don't know. Don't blame me. Blame how EA put their thing in. Leao is on the bench as well. Nico Williams is on the bench there. I would put Leao in like right now, but look, I'm going to try to put him in for Gordon. Oh, it works. Oh, fire. Sometimes it doesn't work. All right, we'll take that. All right, we'll put in, honestly, Nico Williams. Get out of here. I don't know. I'll take that. I'll put the best players in, because why not? But I'm pretty sure the AI will fix that themselves, because that's just what AI does. But last but not least team, here is the striker team. I mean, let's take a look at it. You have Mbappe, Kane, Lewandowski, Gakpo. Where is Erling Haaland? Haaland, I don't know what you're doing. You're going to get in the squad. There you go. You're playing up top, Haaland. I think that just makes sense. Best striker in the world. And I mean, that team is insane. It's like probably, honestly, you'd expect the striker teams to do better. But honestly, they don't always do great because they don't have any defense at all. So now that we've seen all the teams, here is what's going to happen. I'm going to put both teams in the, or no, not both teams, all of the teams in the Premier League, and then we are going to see who can win the Premier League, the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, And I randomly selected 4 teams to go in the Champions League just to see how they do. I doubt they win it, but we'll find that out. And yeah, I'm going to simulate till the end of the season. And then I will see you together to find out who is going to win everything. Let's go. All right, the simulation is finished and we are ready to see which team has won the Premier League. I put a bunch of Indian teams in the league as well for all the other teams so they wouldn't mess it up. And the top 9 teams are our top position teams. So we are going to find out which team wins the Premier League. So I'll tell you, if you don't remember which position is which team, I will tell you it as we go along. But let's start off. Who is in last? Last is the Cams team. Whoa! No, how? I did not expect any of the midfield teams to do that bad because, you know, midfielders, they can go up, they can go back. But that is insane. 9th place for the Cams team is not what I expected at all. That's really crazy. All right, well, 64 points. Still not, 64 points for 9th place is pretty good. But it's not good enough for the Cams. Unfortunately, Bellingham, Verts, Musiala, you could not do as much as you wanted to. But we move on. Who is in 8th? 8th is the right wingers team. No, right wingers team. That is right. The left wingers is on Newcastle. So the right wingers team, Messi, Foden. Who else is there? Salah. They could not do as much. All right, I guess so. Same record as the Cams team as well. Just 2 better goal differential, putting them in second to last. But still not great. Who is 7th? 7th is the Strikers team. They win 1 more game than the 2 teams below them, but still not good enough to do as well. Strikers, the opposite. You probably they conceded less goals than the right wingers team. So I don't know, but the Strikers team, I guess they're big bodies, most of them, so they're able to be at least a bit physical, even if they can't defend. But still, come on, it's whatever. Moving on, who is 6th? My prediction is going to be the left wingers team, aka Newcastle. I'm a genius. Yes, I am. Let's go. 73 points for them. And it seems like I guess EA does not care that attacking players can play defense most of the time, because what pressing is just playing defense higher on the pitch. They might not be as good as defenders, but they can still do it, EA. Come on. Be for real here. But I guess EA just don't rate EA just don't rate attackers. You have the Cams, the attacking midfielders, the right wing, left wing, the attacking on the outside, and then the strikers. It just doesn't make sense. But we now have the center backs, left backs, right backs, center mids, and CDMs to find out who is in first. So let's keep going. 5th is the center backs team. They did pretty good. They had the same amount of points as the left wingers team. Yeah. But center backs, they scored more goals. They scored a lot of goals, more goals than some of the attacking teams. So that's kind of crazy if I'm being honest. And they've conceded the least amount of goals so far. So big respect to them. But they did not win it. So we're going to see who is 4th. 4th is the CDMs team. They probably had a pretty good chance, I'd say, because they do have the defensive mind. But they are midfielders. They're able to get forward. They have at least, a bit of creativity to them compared to center backs. And now they have the least amount of goals conceded. And they have the most amount of goals for. I don't know how that works, but it does. The CDMs do well. And now you have both pairs of fullbacks and the center mids. My prediction originally was the center mids were going to win it all. But let's find out. Who is 3rd? 3rd is the center mids. No, I jinxed them. All right. So apparently, when you're asked what position is the easiest to play, you cannot say fullback because apparently they can do everything. So if you're ready to play fullback, just know you have to be able to play center back, right mid, left mid, striker, center mid, any position that they want, maybe even goalie if your coach wanted it to. But we now have to find out which right or left back won it. I'm pretty sure left back is Aston Villa, right back is Brighton. So who has won it? Let us find out in 3, 2, 1. The right backs win it on goal differential. 84 points for both teams, but 7 better goal differential wins it for the right backs. They scored the most goals, but they conceded they scored a lot more goals than the left backs, but they conceded a bit more goals. So barely enough, giving them the win. Also, completely 2 different records. That is crazy. The right backs had 26 wins. The left backs had 24 wins. But the right backs had 6 draws and 6 losses. The left backs had 12 draws and 2 losses. Okay, Very, very interesting. All right, so we now are going to check who has won the Carabao Cup. Let's find out. Carabao Cup goes to the center mids. They beat the CDMs in the finals. All right, so the left backs made the semifinals. Somehow Burnley and Derby County did well. Here is some of the results if you want to check them out. But yeah, so 1 trophy to the center mids, 1 trophy to the right backs. Who has won the FA Cup? The FA Cup goes to the CDMs. All right, a good showing from them. 4th place, finalists in both domestic cups. That's pretty solid for them. Let's see. Sunderland somehow made it all the way. The right backs also did. Strikers did as well. They lost to Sunderland. And here are some of the other results if you want to check them out. But we now move on to the last trophy. I don't think any of these teams has won the Champions League, but we'll always just check because when I'm pretty sure I put the center backs, the center mids, the CDMs, and the cams, if I want to say, because I just thought all the midfielders would do the best. But apparently I underrated the fullbacks. I apologize if you're a fullback. I'm sorry. But let us find out, did any of these teams win the Champions League? Okay, the CDMs have made the Champions League final. All right, so now we have to simulate to the end of the season to see if they won it. All right, let's go. All right. In the meantime, though, daily question. Let me know what position you play, if you play football, or if you just like to watch it. What's your favorite position to watch? What's your favorite position of players? Me, personally, I play center back. You know, I'm a big body. I like to body players. But let me know what yours is down in the comments. As we see, can the CDMs win the Champions League? That would give them the double. Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. They did! Okay, the CDMs with probably the best showing of the video. They won 2 trophies, 4th place, and a finalist in a cup that they lost. So, the CDMs did really, really well. All right, big respect to them. I mean, where did the other teams finish? There is the cams, there is the center backs. So, they all made it to the playoffs. But apparently the CDMs were able to scrape through. Okay, so the cams and the CDMs made it to the next round. And that's where the cams got out. But the CDMs did make it to the finals. Good for them. Now, we will take a look at what the player stats were. Makuku okay, so some teams cheated. Right backs, you low-key cheaters. But, I mean, I can't control the AI. I am sorry about that. Somehow, Daniel Chimachukwu, that's a cool name, he finished well. But, it's kind of scuffed the player stats because the teams do sign it. Even though I do turn off the transfer market, they still somehow try to glitch me out. But that is the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider hitting that like button. Consider hitting that subscribe button because we're getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers. We're literally like 9 subscribers away, so please consider hitting it. But that is the end of the video. I will see you tomorrow because I post daily content, which is another reason why you should hit that subscribe button. But yeah, that is it. I will see you guys. Peace.